people, thank you for joining us again on HYMER camping vlog. We are in Salt Hill Caravan and Camping Park at the moment, and we are about to leave and make our way towards Clifden Eco Beach Caravan and Camping Park in Clifden in Roscommon. We have been there absolutely loads of times, right? It's Deirdre's favourite campsite in the whole wide world. We are on a holiday, so we are heading there, and I think we're staying Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and even Saturday night. I think we're definitely staying for 4 or 5 days. We're not going to skip the road footage because we'll show you the road footage going in. I don't know if there's been changes made. It'll probably be a very short revisit video. I don't know if Chris and the team have made any changes to the campsite, but it's a campsite worth looking at again if I think of it. I'll put a link in to where you can look back at our first reviews, but we're going to do it. It's about an hour and a half from here, from Galway down to Connemara, a little bit more, towing the car. So we won't skip the road footage. You'll see us where we turn off the main Clifden road, and then it's about 2 or 3 kilometres of skinny road, and then you'll see the entrance into the park. I got to get this guy off my lap. I got to go collect my wife. She's doing the bins, and we'll head off from Galway. Hang on a second. Oh, down towards Clifden Eco Park in Clifden in Connemara. First off, apologies, I didn't put a windsock onto the microphone, so it might be a little bit breezy. But we're just going to show you the cove, which I'm calling a private cove because the only people who can get access to this are campsite people, and I want to show you a new addition to this campsite. This is the cove. The only way you can get access to this cove is to be a resident campsite or live in one of those houses over there. So I said to you that one of the additions here is Atlantic Seaweed hot tubs. What is an Atlantic Seaweed hot tub, I hear you say? Let me show you, and then let us chat to Mark, the chap who's in charge, and he can tell us all about how it works, because it's a barrel of water to me with some seaweed, but it's a lot more than that. So let me show you what we have and then have a chat with Mark. Basically, these barrels will hold 2 people comfortably. They're filled with warm or hot, depending on, Mark will tell us, water and then seaweed. There's little steps that you can hop up into them comfortably, so you're not going to hurt yourself. And there's 5 of them on site. And from what we've seen on the Facebook page, these are very, very popular. So let's have a chat with the man who can answer a few questions, and let's get a few questions for him. So this is Mark. Mark, thank you for taking time out of your day. Tell me, what is a hot tub seaweed bath?
So I mean, seaweed baths traditionally are indoors in Ireland, and they've been going for a couple of centuries. I've always wanted to be able to try and do something that captures the outdoors.
Okay.
And you get all of the elements, both good, bad, enjoyable.
Can you do this on a rainy night?
Oh, best time.
I've been in a jacuzzi in the cold on a rainy night and thought it was the best ever.
Yeah.
So this is similar without the bubbles. It's hot water.
Yeah, so I extract the seawater right from here, and I store it then in a tank,
and then
I
heat it as you need it
through a log burner. So it's totally carbon neutral. We're the only carbon neutral seaweed hot tub company in Ireland.
Now, you were here last season, so this is your second season.
Correct, yeah.
Obviously, you did okay the first season to make it come back for second season.
For sure.
And you were saying that you've extended the season this year.
I have, yeah. We started at Easter and we're going right the way through to the end of September.
Easter is cold weather. Now, I know that the campsite is open. I mean, we're fair weather campers because we have a motorhome. But Easter, down here on the beach.
Well, campers are amazing people. I mean, they're open to the elements. And I've been here in my fisherman's outfit, keeping myself dry, because it's been raining so much, and people have been in there enjoying it, and the temperature can be as they want it, so I can do it ranging from 36 degrees up to 42 degrees.
So it can be lukewarm, it doesn't have to be hot, it doesn't have to be steaming hot.
No, when people book, I always find out how comfortable they are and what temperature they
because my wife hates hot baths, so you can, if somebody hates, you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
What's the benefit of the seaweed?
So the seaweed has lots and lots of benefits, and I do it a little bit differently. If you go to a traditional seaweed bath, the seaweed is put into the water.
Okay.
However, I make an oil from the seaweed.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different. So I collect the seaweed from the
again
rocks.
from here.
All from here. And some days I'm very lucky. The sea will bring the seaweed into me.
Yes.
So it's already been disturbed, so I'm not disturbing it. So I'm only using what's been brought in. And then I put it into quite hot water for about 20-25 minutes. And you'd be surprised because the seaweed absorbs the water and excretes then
the
water, and it becomes oil. So it turns the water into oil.
Now, but do you put seaweed in as well?
Absolutely not, no.
So it's seaweed oil. It's the essence of the seaweed, which is what you're going to be getting in a seaweed bath.
Yes, I'll show you now.
Okay.
So you'd have various different types of seaweed. And this was water a couple of hours ago. And now you can see that it's oil.
It's much thicker.
Yeah. So that's, I call it, it's like aloe vera for the skin. So it's Ireland's equivalent to aloe vera.
So what does the seaweed,
absolutely amazing.
Is it just good for your skin? Or is it?
It's good for your skin.
If
you've got eczema and things like that, it's excellent. If you come here and it's been a sunny day like today and you've got a little bit of sunburn, it's fantastic for sunburn. If you get any stinging nettles or you get a bite, it's fantastic for that type of stuff.
So question for you.
Yeah.
Apart from the seaweed baths, which look fantastic, why aren't you bottling this stuff, and as people go, sell them a little bottle?
So it's a bit complicated when you start selling things.
Okay.
As you can just imagine. But what I do, if people bring a small empty bottle of Coke,
they can have some.
If I've got some left over in the evening time, then they can have it.
How long do you have to boil this for to get enough to use for the people in this?
So it's all done on an individual basis. So
Okay.
It's never reused for anybody else.
Okay.
And the water that's in the tub, although it's from the sea, it actually, when it goes in there, it's cleaner because it goes through a UV filter.
Okay.
And it's only used once for each.
While you're heating, it goes through the UV filter, and then you bucket it into here for the people. Add the oils.
So the oils, people will get it's a whole process with it. When you arrive, you go in for a swim while the tub is being filled.
Okay.
To change your body temperature.
Okay.
Then you'll sit in the hot tub for 20 minutes.
At the temperature that you had discussed beforehand. Correct. With them.
And your body will absorb the water temperature.
Okay.
So then you go in for a second dip.
Okay.
And it's much nicer the second time around because your body has absorbed the water, so you don't feel the coldness.
Okay. As you would have the first time.
Perfect. And then you sit in there for again and just chill out. And then I do the seaweed towards the end. So people will then take the seaweed and they're encouraged to put it into a nice ball in their hand. And then if there's two people, they'll tend to take it in turns to
wash.
Put it on any exposed skin.
Wow.
And give themselves a nice massage with it.
How long is the session?
A session is between 45 minutes and an hour.
Okay.
And the seaweed, the properties of the seaweed will soak into your skin for a good 6 to 8 hours after you've left.
Brilliant.
So you'll sleep
like that. What do you have hours? Like, will you go as long as the people are like? Will you do it in the dark?
I do a sunrise. So that starts at 7 in the morning. And during the summer, there's a lady here that does yoga on the beach.
Yes, I've seen that. Yes.
Ladies will do yoga and they'll open up the hot tub afterwards. So
brilliant.
Lovely, amazing. Then I'll do an afternoon session, which mainly is for families.
Yes.
With their young kids and things.
And then a sunset.
And then I'll do the evening ones, including a sunset.
Brilliant.
And as the summer goes on, the sunset obviously sets later.
Yes.
And we can be here at 10 or 11 at night.
Well, Mark, thank you for your time. And I hope you have a brilliant season again this year. And it's only available here at Clifden Eco Park.
Exclusive to the residents of Clifden Eco Park.
I might avail of one of those seaweed baths a wee bit later on, because actually the day we're recording this tomorrow is myself and Deirdre's wedding anniversary. That would be a nice treat. CliftonEcoCamping.ie is the website. I can just go through the rates. A unit and 2 adults, €26. A unit, 2 adults and 2 children under 14, €34. Now, electricity is subject to market variation. So if electricity goes up, the cost will go up. But at the moment, it's €8. There is a charge for showers, for awnings, gazebos, extra adults, extra tent, extra children. They have an adventure TP tent rental, 1 to 3 persons, from €80. A tent and a car, 1 adult, £18. The prices are on the website. As I said, it's CliftonEcoCamping.ie. I will put all of the details up at the end of this video. Thank you to Mark for showing us around his seaweed baths. They look absolutely amazing. And as I said, on the guy's Facebook page, I've seen photos and videos of people availing of that service to beat the band. Things to do around here. You can go back on the old videos, but you have Omni Island, where you can go out when the tide is out. It's out at the moment. You can drive out there. Just make sure you get back before the tide comes back in. I think Sweeney's have a shop and a restaurant just downtown. Or Clifden is 6 kilometres, 8 kilometres from here. And there's lots to do there. And you have all of your normal shops in there, and supermarkets and bars and restaurants. And there's just lots to do around here. You're a fair old track from Galway. You're a good 2 hours from Galway. But Clifden and the surrounds, Renville is only 20 minutes from here as well. I think it's Letterfrack, I think, is the town that's up that way. I stand corrected. But yeah, there's lots to do around here. But this park, if you want to just relax, this is the place to come. We're going to be here for a week. So thank you for sharing. And it's such a beautiful day today. It's so hot outside, but let me just show you this guy. Assuming the usual position, just in a different place, but he's flat out. Deirdre had him down on the beach and he was in for a swim earlier on. So I said he'll come in here while I do a little bit of editing. Thank you for taking time to watch the video. Don't forget, you don't have to, but you can subscribe if you wish, and click on the bell notification. Every time we upload a video, you get a notification. The Camping Crew podcast on Wednesdays with myself and Chris. Wherever you listen to your podcast, search for the Camping Crew podcast. From Charlie Brown, from Deirdre, who's outside sunning herself, and from me, Aaron. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.